Hey guys, you're watching Hyperion Television. I'm Mostacular, and we've got another great replay for you today. It's going to be between Morrow, the red Zerg here, and against Kiwikaki, the blue Protoss. This is Lost Temple. Kiwikaki's here at the 3 o'clock position, and that means Morrow's up here at 12 o'clock. Very good match coming up here, nice and long. And this is a recent replay, so it is post-patch 1.2, so those changes are in effect. Happy to bring you a replay of high quality that is with that patch. So here we go right into the game now. Morrow is sending his Overlord across the close air positions here. He's going to scout his opponent relatively quickly, as you can see there. So good positioning for a Zerg player on this map to have close air. Allows you to expand relatively easily. If you have that close ground position, you have to worry about rushes, and you have to worry about a lot of 4-gate harassment from the Protoss player, which you have to worry about in all maps, even with these positions. But with this close air position, it's not as big a threat to expand. We do see right now Kiwikaki just throws down his first pylon, setting out his probe, and looks like he's going to send it to the 12 o'clock position because he does see that Overlord already flying over his base, so he knows his opponent's at that close air. So this is going to give Kiwikaki a little bit of an advantage in the sense that he could probably try to block the natural expansion of Morrow a little bit easier because he's going to be able to get there in time. Second Overlord of Morrow flying over to the natural expansion now to get ready for that natural hatchery to go down. Morrow choosing to take his extractor first there. Kiwikaki saw what he needed to see and is going to go ahead and put his probe down there at the natural expansion to block any hatchery that might go down. Gateway going down for Kiwikaki now. Meanwhile, Assimilator also going, Chrono boosting out that first batch of probes. Morrow's Overlord still floating around, getting a good view of everything. Spawning pool going down next for Morrow, so still no expansion hatchery. Pretty solid play from Morrow so far, though you want to get that extractor and spawning pool first against a Protoss opponent in most matchups. We'll likely see a hatchery come down at some point, though. Morrow doing a good job of using this first Overlord to really just give him as much information as possible and just going back and forth, checking to make sure that everything looks normal. And he's going to see this Cybernetics core going down now. He's going to go ahead and start flying that Overlord away at some point, otherwise he will have to worry about that first Stalker coming out. You know, it looks like the probe of Kiwikaki actually heading out now. Not going to be able to block the hatchery if he's not careful here. We'll be looking to see when that drone goes down for that hatchery. It looks like right now Morrow just interested in one base play at this point. Queen coming out. First 4 Zerglings are also coming out, as well as Zergling speed. So very quick research on that Zergling speed. He got that extractor before the spawning pool. And now these 4 Zerglings are going to provide excellent support and allow Morrow to really get down there and build that natural expansion without any trouble. Looks like Kiwikaki's hiding his probe down there, perhaps to put a proxy pylon at some point. That Overlord needs to be careful. Oh, and looks like perhaps a little bit of a supply block there from Kiwikaki. He's fine now, though. Stalker coming out, needs to get that Overlord out. Zerglings poking around now. Good job by Morrow to position his Zerglings at the Zelnaga towers. Overlord's positioned as well. In good positions around the map. Zergling's just kind of poking around right now, trying to bait out that Zealot. If the Zealot can move out, this Zergling can move right up and get a good scalp. But looks like this Zealot not going to come out. Zergling's not too happy about that, but they're going to have to go and find another way to get into the base, get a view of the base of Kiwikaki, as now Overlords are being shut down because of the Stalkers coming out as well. Looks like the first Stalker is out, and the Overlord able to get up onto the cliffs there, so it's going to be out of range of the Stalker. Going to have an easy time scouting the natural expansion. 2 more gateways going down for Kiwikaki back at his base. Taking a look at Morrow now. Second Queen is out. Third Queen in production, so very fast third Queen. For Morrow, I like to see this. I like to see multiple queens. Going to really give him an advantage in spreading his creep. Going to have lots of creep tumors down relatively quickly, as well as 2 queens constantly injecting larvae onto his hatchery. So good job by Morrow. Let's see if he can make the most of that. Natural expansion nexus going down for Kiwikaki, and Morrow is going to see this with his scouting Overlord there. So he's going to spot that expansion going down, and he's going to know that he's relatively safe for a while. He's not going to try, you need to worry about too much defense at this point because his opponent's too busy working on getting a Nexus. Warp Gate's just finishing up for Kiwikaki, opening those up now, so he's got 3 Warp Gates ready, no 4th Warp Gate, as he's favoring getting that Nexus now. Third Queen is out for Morrow and coming right on down to spread creep tumors and then take a position at that natural hatchery. Good saturation so far on the drones from Morrow. Good creep spread so far. Roach Warren going down now for Morrow, getting a lair as well. Second extractor going down also for Morrow. Meanwhile, Kiwikaki just putting his Nexus down, getting that secured. Can he not see that Overlord there? Yeah, he looks like he actually can't see that Overlord. So despite that Overlord looking like it's almost over that cliff edge, no way for Kiwikaki to see that. That's why that Stalker is not shooting at it. So that's very, very excellent placement by Morrow, of course. Oh, and here's the Zealot coming out now, but look at these Zerglings. Nice micro. Gets that one Zergling out. Oh, it goes to go down. And that Zealot will fall. Roach Warren is up now for Morrow. No Roaches in production just yet, though. That Lair still coming along nicely. A couple of Spine Crawlers coming down now for Morrow. A little bit late on those Spine Crawlers, but he knew his opponent was taking an expansion, so he was okay to expand safely without Spine Crawlers. But putting him down now, it looks like Kiwikaki might be thinking about pushing out here. He's got 5 Stalkers, 3 Sentries, and a Zealot. Zerglings falling back to the Xel'Naga Tower. They do see this push is coming. Let's see what Morrow's reaction is to this. This is a relatively large force here. Oh, and he just lost a handful of Zerglings there as well. So just a few Queens, some Zerglings, and these 2 Spine Crawlers. Will they get up in time? And will Morrow be able to defend this? 6 Roaches in production right now for Morrow. Will they get out? He needs to be careful. If a force field goes down this ramp, Roaches might be unable to get down. Good damage being done by the Spine Crawlers here. Not losing too many Zerglings, Morrow. Here come the Roaches now. Any force fields? No. No force fields are going to get there, so the Roaches do make it down the ramp. That would have been huge. If there had been a couple force fields on that ramp, the Roaches would not have been able to make it down. Could have gone a different way. Looks like Kiwikaki's going to fall back. Still got a probe over here to the side. Looks like he's put a proxy pylon there. Oh, and get ready to put another one. Puts another proxy pylon. Good positioning there by Kiwikaki, just so he can reinforce his army off to that side position if he needs to. Back at his base, Kiwikaki has a forge, putting down some cannons now and getting that +1 attack. Morrow sending out Zerglings, looking for proxy pylons, looking for hidden expansions of Kiwikaki, and also going to destroy the rocks at the gold expansion as well. Good job spreading these creep tumors around. Look at all these creep tumors. Going to be able to spread that map with all that purple, juicy, good stuff in just no time at all. Looks like Kiwikaki's thinking about doing the same at the gold expansion here. And there is a Zergling here, so he's going to get picked off. But it is going to tip Morrow off to the fact that that gold expansion is going to be going into production soon for the Protoss player, which means that he can go ahead and easily take his gold expansion. If the Protoss is too busy dealing with the gold expansion of his own, you're perfectly fine as a Zerg player to go take yours. Lair is finished, as has been finished for a while now. You see a Hydralisk Den coming down now for Morrow. The Roach Speed just finishing up. Spire going down now as well, right next to that Hydralisk Den. We haven't seen any sign of Colossus coming yet from Kiwikaki, but oh, this is interesting. There's a Fleet Beacon coming in now. Yeah, there's a Fleet Beacon. There it is. Very nicely done. Very nicely done indeed by Morrow, or excuse me, by Kiwikaki to get that Fleet Beacon out. Interesting to see what kind of play we're going to see from that. I see 1 Stargate, there is a Void Ray out, and a Robotics Facility. And that Void Ray is finally going to take out the Overlord of Morrow that's been there for so long. I can only assume that we're going to see a Mothership come out now at this rate. As only 1 Stargate, we're not going to be seeing carriers. And there it is, in production now. The Mothership looks like it's in production back here at the main Nexus. Is there any signs that Morrow has spotted this? No, Morrow has not seen the main base of Kiwikaki in quite some time, so he has no way of knowing that there's a Mothership in production right now. And let's look at the production tab here. There's Hydralisks coming out, Hydralisk range, Overlord speed. Nothing really significant to deal with a Mothership right now. The Hydras will do good damage if they can get in range. We do see that range upgrade being done now. Nice job by Kiwikaki using an Observer in tandem with this Void Ray, sniping out some of these creep tumors critically, trying to slow that creep production. Here comes Morrow now with a couple Hydras and the Queen trying to get rid of that Void Ray, send him off. Putting down another creep tumor. Kiwikaki, relentless, comes right up and takes it out. Nice use of that Observer and Void Ray. But they are going to fall back here soon, as there's a relatively large army waiting from Morrow. Kiwikaki establishing that gold base. Meanwhile, Morrow is finished and is bringing over drones now, bringing over Queens to saturate that. Here comes an Overseer now in just a few seconds. Looks like it's going to maybe spot that Fleet Beacon. Let's take a look at the vision of Morrow. And he's just not seeing it, just missing it. He did see the Twilight Council where Blink is being researched, but he missed critically that Fleet Beacon. Cannons and Stalkers now going to quickly get rid of that Overseer. Make sure he doesn't see anything at all. Doesn't want him to see that Fleet Beacon. Spire is complete, but that sound effect that we just heard is none other than the Mothership arriving onto the scene. And it is out. 4 Corruptors are coming onto the map now, so Morrow perhaps anticipating Colossus. He did see a Robo Facility, so he might be expecting Colossus, and of course Corruptors do a good job against that. It's going to serve him well, at least in dealing with this Mothership as well. So we're going to to see some excellent Blink Stalker play with the Mothership, as we've seen Kiwikaki do in the past. Some Zerglings poke in. I don't think they saw that Mothership. It just happened to slip by, and now going to cover up his gold expansion there. Kind of clever of Kiwikaki. Here comes a push now from him with his Stalkers. There are some speed Zerglings as well. Observer and Void Ray still in the mix too. Needs to be careful that no force fields go down. There goes some force fields. But Morrow able to push through. Oh, there's some good force fields there blocking him off, but here comes the Corruptors to take out the Void Ray. No, they fall back. Blink has finished researching. More Corruptors coming from Morrow. +2 ground attack being researched at the Forge by Kiwikaki, so upping the damage of his ground forces. Wants to make those Stalkers as lethal as possible. Here comes the Mothership. Oh, and it looks like Kiwikaki is going to have to reveal the Mothership there. Morrow sees it and quickly pulls back. Blink there, trying to catch up. Just take one Corruptor out. Nice job. And Morrow on full retreat now. He realizes there's a Mothership. 5 Corruptors are in production, though, so he's pretty comfortable with that. We'll probably see even more Corruptors from him to try to deal with that Mothership. More Queens in production from Morrow as he's taken a 4th and 5th base. Remember, these pylons are actually right here. Look at these pylons by Kiwikaki going unobserved. He can warp in and harass these bases at his pleasure. Zergling scouting for Morrow. He does see that his opponent's still just on 3 bases. So Morrow comfortably in the lead with the income soon here. Let's look at the unit tab. It is 81 drones to 76 probes, so he is ahead in the drone count right now. Oh, and here comes some Blink action from Kiwikaki. It looks like the Void Ray and Observer providing vision on the cliff, and so the Stalkers are able to blink right on up there. Oh, and a few of them don't make it. They're going to get taken out quickly, but watch this force here. Oh, here's typical Kiwikaki play here, going right in, sniping out the lair. That's huge. What else will he take down before the army retreat reaches him? Blinks, what's he going to find now? Oh, going right for the Spire. And look, +1 attack. Will it finish? No. Forces. Oh, and look at this. A recall done by the Mothership takes all those Stalkers home. Wow. Kiwikaki at his finest with the Mothership and Blink Stalker play. Excellent work. Blinked in there, took out the lair, took out the Spire, and +1 attack was just seconds from finishing at that Spire, and it did not have time to finish. Oh, and look at this. I totally missed it. I apologize. That a harassment went down over here from Kiwikaki at that pylon and did take out that Nexus. Excellent job. Probably Zealots and Stalkers did that damage, and now that pylon is taken out. Excellent job by Kiwikaki there to do that attack. I totally missed that other one. Fantastic use of recall. I was just blinded by it. Morrow's still in a comfortable position, however. He's got a lot of Corruptors. If those Corruptors can just get a few volleys off on that Mothership, the Mothership will go down, though, so it's not an invincible creature. It will go down. Looks like Morrow is thinking about making a push here. He is close to maxed out, 194 to 173, so he does have the higher supply count, does Morrow. Here he comes now, going right for that Mothership. Look at the Corruptors quickly focusing it down. Oh, he pulls back. Oh, and there goes a Vortex. He didn't get the Mothership. Oh, I think he pulled back a little bit too early there. One more volley would have taken it down most likely, but instead he pulled back, and the Vortex caught him. Morrow kind of waiting now. Both players got to be careful and avoid that Vortex. Here goes the Corruptors again. Looks like the Corruptors making a straight up beeline. Where's the Mothership go? He's actually pulled the Mothership back. Corruptors looking for it. There it is. They found it. This army's pulling back. Does the Mothership? Yes, the Mothership is taken down at a heavy cost to all those Corruptors. And look at the production tab. Immediately comes a second Mothership from Kiwikaki. Obviously not happy to have lost the one Mothership, but he's just going to quickly get another one right on back, so not a big deal. Now pushing forward with more Blink Stalkers. +3 attack being researched by Kiwikaki. Those Stalkers are going to be doing heavy damage. Meanwhile, +2 missile attacks are finished for the Zerg player, so Roaches and Hydras doing decent damage here. Not a lot of sentries, so not force fields. No force fields coming in here. Hydras do excellent damage against Stalkers, but that's a huge Stalker army. Look at this Blink Micro, blinking the weakened units behind. Here comes more Hydras to flank. Oh, and a good blink right up into the face of those Hydras. It looks like this fight might break even. Kiwikaki does take it, though. A couple of Spine Crawlers here. That's a lot of Stalkers still alive. Good blink again by Kiwikaki. And look at all these Stalkers reinforcing. How is this going to be responded to?